A jalapenos for my tardiness. Jalapenos for my tardiness. Just got in. I see my sweetie. I already put y'all up on game. Saying I was putting up groceries. Appreciate that, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. How you doing? All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, we pulling back a little bit. Pulling back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. If this first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, and I talk about the price action dealing with the S&P 500. Well, Tim, why do you do this? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. You've grown up. Your voice has changed. I just want to help someone like you, yes, you, get your aha moment when it comes to trading, investing, all things stock market. Am I the best? Oh, wait a minute. My name's still on the screen. I put that up there last night when I was on there, and I wanted y'all to see Robson put his name up there as BFF Robson. Yeah. So, help you get your aha moment when it comes to this, because I feel like everyone should be exposed to how to do this for themselves, even if they don't want to, so that you can have the knowledge to make sure that nobody's trying to pull the woolly cloth over your eyes when it comes to your investments, right? And also give you the knowledge, if you choose to, cut out the middleman and do it for yourself. Being able to read the price action is a vital part of knowing when to invest, when to trade, right? If you want to be an active portfolio manager, you need to be able to read the price action to know the key moments when to invest. With that being said, and key moments when to trade. With that being said, let's get into the overnight price action. Share screen. Where's my mouse? Share the screen. As y'all see, like I said, we came down. Let me mark I did my midnight. I didn't do my London. So the London Open was 40.21 even. Let's move on down the road at 40.21. That's the close. That's the open right there. 40.21. 40.21. Even. The market is looking very heavy today. As we see, we closed yesterday at 40, 30, 50. We consolidated overnight, dropped down, came down, created a daily fair value gap. The low of the 11 o'clock candle, that'll be the 10 o'clock candle for trading view. The low of that candle created the daily fair value gap right here that you see. This white rectangular shape, the one that we just traded through on this last hour. We just traded through that daily fair value gap. We got the wax on going down. That 11 o'clock candle created that daily fair value gap. Then we pushed all the way up, and then at the 1700 candle, that'll be the 1600 candle on trading view, we popped up, took out the buy side liquidity that we had consolidated throughout all day, along with these equal highs at the 2 o'clock. That'll be the 1 o'clock candle on trading view. Made these relative equal highs there. We popped up, took out that buy side, and we went wick for wick with this breaker that we talked about. Yes, that's the bearish breaker that we was talking about. There's a bearish breaker and there was a bullish breaker right here. You all probably can't see it because I got it dimped down. I have it dimped down, but all of these bodies of these candles here that I'm moving the mouse up under, they're skating along the top of that. Let me darken it down just a little bit while we talk about this, and I'll dim it down again later. Right, that's the rim of that breaker right there. is skating along the top of that bullish breaker. So we had the bearish breaker and the bullish breaker that we were bouncing in between all day yesterday, right? And then we went up at the 1700 candle just after close. Right after close, we immediately shot up, hit the bearish breaker one more time, and then we sold off and came all the way down, poked outside the bottom of the bullish breaker, hit this bullish order block, and pushed back up just a tad. There's also a daily mitigation block that's right there. This is the body of the daily mitigation block right there. I'm not dimming it down, you just gotta believe me. And then we pushed up into this fair value gap because we came down. We met with this SIBI, this long candle right here, that fair value gap right there that I have highlighted, that hourly fair value gap, that is a SIBI. We have this sell side inefficiency right here. We offered no buy side over here on this side here. So we pushed back up into that SIBI on the 4 o'clock candle. That'd be the 3 o'clock candle on trading view, right? We didn't get to consequent encroachment. I'm just eyeballing it, but it seems to be somewhere around there. We're just gonna say 424.50 just for sakes. Then we sold down, got another SIBI here on the 5 o'clock candle. That'll be the 4 o'clock candle for trading view. Have another SIBI right there. Let me go ahead and mark that out. Go ahead and mark out that SIBI right there. It's an hourly fair value gap right there, right? That we created on that 4 o'clock / 5 o'clock candle. 5 o'clock for Ninja Trader, 4 o'clock for trading view. Then we came up, kissed it, looked like a institutional order flow entry drill. We got it there. We got it here also. The institutional order flow entry drill where you poke in a little bit. This is more of that entry drill to me because it barely poked in. This one here went into it, didn't close it, so I'm going to count that as 1, 2 because it pushed back up into it, then sold back off. This one here, it poked up into it just a little bit, then sold back off. So I'm counting both of those as institutional order flow entry drills. The market is it was bearish overnight. I ain't gonna say immediately, but on that 5 o'clock candle, 4 o'clock for trading view, we did take out yesterday's low, right? So we've taken out the external sell side liquidity from yesterday. This white line at the top of this fair value gap right there, that's yesterday's low. We did take out yesterday's low. We have taken out the sell side from yesterday, and we have traded down. We've went all the way through this daily fair value gap. We've traded down to this hourly order block right there. It looked like we kissed it wick for wick. I mean, yeah, we have an hourly order block that we just traded down to on this candle that we're in right now. Yes, we just traded down to it wick for wick and bounced off of that hourly order block right there. Order block hourly. 60 minutes. Let's put this on. Let's run it out till I'll just run to the end of the week. Who cares? Just to get it all the way out of my way. Just to get it all the way out of my way. Right? Let me dim this back down. I don't need that to be that bright. Okay. Yeah. So that's what we came down to, that hourly order block. So we got quite a few. Well, I'm not going to mark out this one yet because we still got 47 minutes in this hour. So I'm not going to mark out that just yet. We're working on another SIBI. We're right here. Let's yeah. Ain't no need to drop that. Oh, and this order block, this hourly order block is sitting right on top of the weekly equilibrium. Let's drop that. Let's go up to a daily so we can get a bird's eye view real quick. Right? Quick bird's eye view of where we at. Okay, this is the bird's eye view we have this daily fair value gap that we melted down into all night long, right? This is today's candle from 6 o'clock last night until now. This is what we've done so thus far, right? We're coming all the way back down to the weekly equilibrium, right? That's the weekly equilibrium right there. So the weekly low is over here under the last week's low on the 19th. We made this right here on the 19th right there. That's the weekly low for the box that I'm watching, right? So this is the weekly high. This is this week's high that we made on Monday on the 23rd, right? This week's high, because we took out last week's high on Monday, right? So we made a new high, pushed the box top up. We didn't make a new low, so I left the box bottom in the same place. So from this week's high to last week's low, this is the equilibrium for the weekly box right now, right? This is the weekly equilibrium is the weekly low for this week. That's Monday's low, right? The weekly, right there where the weekly equilibrium is just below Monday's low. So this hourly order block right there that we marked out, the bottom of that order block at 39, 85, 70, no, 39, 80, 25. These are reversed. I hate when my bottom number be on the top. Y'all hold on. That's going to drive me crazy. Yeah, 80, 25. So 39, 80, 25. Right, 39, 80, 25 is Monday's low. Right, so that's this week's low, and it's right there at the weekly box equilibrium at 39, 79, 25. So it's a point away from our box equilibrium, but that's this week's low, Monday's low. So pay attention to that. I will be watching to see how price reacts if we get down to Monday's low. If we get to the bottom of this order block at 39, 80, 25, I'm looking to see how price reacts to that, because that'll be coming down and taking out this week's low in front of GDP tomorrow, right? I don't know what the market going to do today. We got GDP tomorrow. A lot of times in front of GDP and CPI and all of that right there, the market is kind of sleepy. As you see overnight, the market has just repriced all the way back down to the weekly equilibrium that we've been tracking, right? Because we took out last week's high, pushed the box top up, and then now that we've taken out last week's high, we've reverted back to equilibrium, right? Whenever we, whenever we take out the buy side, we expect price to come back to at least equilibrium, right? So equilibrium on the box as we have it now is at 39.79.25, just say 39.79, close enough for government work, right? And if we look at where it was before we took out the equilibrium, before we took out the buy side, it was at 39.68.50, right? So, and that's all inside this daily fair value gap right there. So be paying attention to after we take out Monday's low, right? That's going to be equilibrium for the box as we currently have it, and equilibrium for last week before we took out that buy side is 39.68.50. So look for how price acts in this area. And then we at the bottom of this daily fair value gap, we have a daily order block, right? So, and we got big news tomorrow. Today may be a ho-hum day. Today may, have some fireworks, because yesterday we kind of consolidated a lot. We didn't do a whole lot. It looked like it was a wild, crazy day we did, but it was kind of ho-hum. It was kind of ho-hum. We took off at after the close. You know what I'm saying? Probably got something to do with like Microsoft earnings or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really research it, but we took off after the close, right? And then after we took off, we just repriced all the way down. I saw some people tweeting about Microsoft earnings, and So I'm assuming it had something to do with Microsoft earnings. That's all I got for the price action. Do anybody got anything, any questions, anything somebody want to add or share? Add or share. Add or share. Again, for the people that's not looking and they riding, I'm watching to see how price reacts after we take out Monday's low at 39.80.25, and the weekly box equilibrium is 39.79.25, and then we have consequent encroachment on this daily fair value gap at can't get it to click right. I can't get it to click. Let me turn my snap off. At 39.64.75. That's consequent encroachment on the daily fair value gap. That's just below equilibrium. Right. 845. 875. So, I mean 39.64.50. So again, that's Monday's low at 39.80.25. The weekly equilibrium at 39.79.25, and consequent encroachment on the daily fair value gap at 39.64.50, and then the bottom of the fair value gap in the top of the daily order block at 39.48.75. Those are the key levels to the downside where I want to see how price reacts if we start to get to them. Right now, we are reacting off of the top of the order block at 39.85.75. But once the New York opens, I want to see if we continue to push down, because we have a SIBI that starts at 4,650 up to 4,015.25. That I will be looking for price. If we don't create a SIBI on the candle we on now, I'll be looking for price to react off of that to continue down. But let's just see how it play out, because like I say, we've done a lot of selling overnight. So for a little timid, let me rephrase that. For me to be interested in trying to sell anything, since we've done so much selling overnight already, right? I'm not interested in trying to sell anything, right? Unless we get back up at least to the top of that SIBI at 40.15.25. That's roughly equilibrium for what we've done so far overnight. From the highest high to the lowest low, 40.16.25 would be the equilibrium. So I would need price to come back up to at least the top of that SIBI at 40.15.25 before I will be interested in trying to take a short. And then bear in mind, once we get there, right? Once we get there, we've gone through a lot, and it could be a potential reversal. So play it safe. Like me, I'm playing it safe today because we got GDP tomorrow, and it's usually a lot of market manipulation in front of big news like that. It's either market manipulation or just blah consolidation. And you see how we just repriced all the way down all night. Didn't make any attempt to try to attack no buy side. It just was all selling from the 1700 candle all the way down. Made 0 attempts to attack any buy side after popping up, taking out the buy side on that 1700 candle, and then selling off of that bearish order block. No attempt whatsoever to go up. Say guidance killed earnings. Okay, then guidance killed the Microsoft earnings. Michelle Tucker, what's going on? What's up? Here to learn and share. Here to learn and share. Good morning to you. The birds are soaking wet today. It rained all night. It was freezing yesterday. Then it rained all night. And now it's like almost 60 degrees. When I got outside, I had on my sweatshirt and my scully, and I was like, whoa, it's hot. Gotta love that weather in Georgia. Gotta love. What's up, FC? Pamela Mendez. Oh, I see the Black Al Davis in here. This guy, Mark from Uncultured Currency, paid this guy so much money to talk good stuff about him last night on the YouTube live. I don't know how much he paid him, but he was talking so much good stuff about Mark. I know he was paid. I don't even understand how much C-Walk. What's up, C-Walk? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, how you doing? What's up, Sonya? Lil Hawk, what you say? Is that a mitigation block at 39.66 green candle hourly time frame, 1 a.m.? Lil Hawk, if you ask me about a mitigation block one more time, we're going to fight. 1 o'clock for who? Trading view? 1 o'clock. So that's the 2 o'clock candle right here. On 118. What? 118. Okay, 118. Okay. This is the 2 o'clock candle. This is the 2 o'clock candle right here. So that would be the 1 o'clock candle. That's the only green candle. God dog it. Look what you're doing, Lil Hawk. Okay, so right here. All right, so going up there, came back down, and then traded back up through it right there. So if you talk about this candle right here, if that's the candle you talked about right there, then like when I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I don't be looking for stuff in the middle of, see how we got this consolidation in the middle of this move? I look at this right here, this whole move right there. That's what I look at. Like on this hourly time frame, I look at this whole move. I don't break it down. Like this little consolidation period in this move right here, right? I just look at this entire move. That's why I marked out this candle right here as the breaker. Right? Because I look at the entire move right there. Right there. See, like this leg right here, I just look at that entire leg, and then because I look at it, I look at where the pivot was, right? You can go in there and try to find little stuff in between the move, but you said 1 p.m. My bad. You got me talking about this for nothing. Okay, let's go over here to the 1 p.m. 1 p.m. on the 18th. So this candle right here, that's just an order block. This candle right here, 1 p.m. January 18th. So 1 p.m. This right here, you say a green candle. This would be 1 p.m. on TradingView or Thinkorswim. That right there is just an order block. It was an order block right there. That candle right there. 1 p.m. January 18. 39.66. Yeah, that's that candle right there. That's just an order block right there. That's just an order block. Like I was saying, for Lil Hawk and everybody else, this candle right here, that hourly candle right there, that's an order block. The way I look at these, I don't try to go in between and find every little candle on this time. I don't try to look at every little high and low on the time frame. The way I do it on the time frame, I'm looking for the turn, right? I'm looking for the turn. Like this down close candle over here, right? I'm looking at it coming up this entire move, not breaking that high. And when I break through it, I'm looking at that down close candle right there as a mitigation block. I'm looking at the entire move. I'm not trying to go in between and pick out the lows and the highs in the noise, right? Every time frame, I'm looking at the highs and the lows on the pivots, right? I don't look at the noise on the time frame, right? The in-betweens, that's another conversation for me, right? The in-between is another conversation, right? I shouldn't say, I ain't gonna say noise. That's another conversation. This conversation is this high, this low, that high, and then that low, because we came down, we turned, right? So boom, that's a low. We went up, we turned, so boom, that's a high. We fell all the way down, then we turned, boom, that's a low. You see what I'm saying? And then now we started, when we came down here, we started to consolidate, and then we took off again, right? So I'm looking at this, and so I'm either looking at this low or that low, right? You pick your low you want to look at when they're that close, and then the turn, right? So since this is the low before the takeoff, I'm looking at that low right there. So I'm going here to there, like that. I appreciate that, Sanjay. Market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you're going to trade today, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw the day. Black Spider Gang, I'm about to jump over to the live. Lil Hawk, if that didn't answer your question, I'll keep talking about it in the live market watch. We just pushed down to the mean threshold of that outlet order block that we was watching. Pushing down to the mean threshold of that outlet order block. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time for the price action recap. Gone.